The pictorial representation of a set is known as Venn diagram. If you are given a question this way, try to understand the question given, try to solve this one, and then I'll explain you. Yes. Yes, Samir. Yes, it is. It's an easy one. Okay. Let us see how to solve this set. I want you to draw a Venn diagram as shown on the screen. There are two sets, grapes and mango. If you guys can understand this, the first circle represents grapes and the second circle mangoes. You are given that there are 120 members in total. Let it be mu. Mu is nothing but the universal set. Every element that you pick, that should be picked from mu. Clear? Every element that you pick, it should be present in mu. So the total number of elements given are 120, or the total number of fruits given 120. Sorry, that's about number of students. Okay, there are 120 students, among which 70 members like grapes. So the first circle represents students who like grapes, and there are 70 members. 60 members like mangoes. 30 students like both. So I want you to start with this one now. So this is the intersection part. Intersection is nothing but the common area for the given two sets. I want you to start with this one. 30 members like both. So I want you to write 30 here. You are given that 70 members like grapes, among which this is 30. So can you guys tell me the value of this part now? Yes, 40. Now, can you guys help me finding out this value? $30. Wonderful. See, sum of these two should give you 70. And sum of these two should give you 60. That's how it works. Clear? Now, sum of all the three, 40 plus 30 plus 30. Sum of all the numbers, or sum of all the elements present here in these circles is 100. But there are 120 members in total. But I got 100 by adding these three. So there are 20. So how should we understand this? N. N is nothing but elements which belong to mu and shouldn't belong to any of the given sets. Elements which belong to mu and shouldn't belong to any of the given sets. Now, let's answer questions based on this. Guys, we have 5 questions to work on. The first one, people who like only grapes. Here, I want you all to understand one thing. We need to understand the difference between people who like grapes and people who like only grapes. Let me repeat. I want you guys to be very clear in this regard. Students who like only grapes, students who like grapes. If the question is about finding students who like grapes, your answer will be 70. But the given question is only grapes. So students should like grape, but he should not like any other fruit except grape. So there are 40 members. Let me repeat. Students who like grapes, 70. Students who like only grapes is 40. Now, these are the remaining questions. How many like exactly one fruit? How many students like exactly one fruit? Can you guys answer the second one? Very good, Karma. Very good, Miza. Very good, Robert. Very good, Mohammed. Good. Nice. So exactly one fruit. Here 40 members like exactly one fruit, that's grapes. Here 30 members like exactly one fruit. So your answer will be sum of these two. So 40 plus 30, 70 members like exactly one. Now, what is the third one? At least one. At least one fruit. Can you guys answer this? Wonderful, Robert. Wonderful, Karma. At least one is 100. At least one. What does it mean? Exactly one plus more than one. At least one is nothing but exactly one plus more than one. Exactly one is 70, as we discussed earlier. Exactly one is 70 plus students who like more than one. So if you guys can notice this, there are 30 members who like grapes as well as mangoes. So your answer will be 70 plus 30. So 70 members like exactly one, 30 members like more than one. So at least one in the sense exactly one plus more than one. So 70 plus 30, that gives you 100. Next question. At most one fruit. At most one. What does it mean? At most one is exactly one plus less than one. Exactly one plus less than one. Exactly one is 70 plus students who like less than one fruits. N. N is nothing but elements which belong to mu and should not belong to any of the given sets. So N is nothing but students who do not like any of the given fruits. So your answer will be 70 plus 20. That gives you 90. Now that brings me to the next question. I think this part is clear. Guys, have you understood? Thank you, Karma. Yes, thank you, Robert. Thank you, Miza. Very good. That brings me to the next one up. Guys, here is your question. Try to solve the set. You are given 5 questions on this. You guys need to answer those 5. Once you solve this set, I will show you the questions based on this set then. Yes. Let's work on this one out. So I want you to draw a Venn diagram as shown on the screen. The given information is about 3 games. It's about cricket, football, and hockey. Now, so what should we understand first? There are 1,000 members in total. Let it be mu. There are 1,000 members in total. Let it be mu. And then you are given that 600 members watch cricket. So let us represent cricket with this circle. 600 members watch cricket. 500 members watch football. Let it be the second set. 400 members watch hockey. Let it be the third one. 200 members watch both cricket and football. You need to understand one thing, that end is all about intersection. Intersection is nothing but the common area. Clear? Intersection is nothing but the common area. So intersection for cricket and football is this. Clear? So cricket and football means, so this is the area which represents cricket and football. And I want you all to understand this. Guys, look here once. This is the area. Okay, let me pick another color. Now, this is the area which represents only cricket and football. I want you all to understand this. Listen to me carefully. The area which is highlighted in red color represents students who like cricket and football. The area which is highlighted in blue color is only cricket and football. You guys need to notice the difference between these two. Let me make it clear. The area which is highlighted in red color is about cricket and football. The area which is highlighted in blue color is only cricket and football. Clear? Is this part clear, guys? Can you confirm in this regard? Yes, dear. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Samir. Thank you, Karma. Alcoxy, do you want me to repeat again? Sure, I'll do that. See, the area which is highlighted in red color, have you noticed it? Can you respond once? Have you noticed it? Alcoxy, yes. The area which is highlighted in red color represents students who like cricket and football. Clear? The given person should like cricket, he should also like football. Is that fine? Have you understood? Yes. Now, the area which is highlighted in blue color is about only cricket and football. So this is the portion where people like only cricket and football. It means that they should not like any other game except these two. So this is what we need to understand. Fine. So that's the difference between these two. You need to notice this. Now, in order to solve questions of this kind, if you are given information this way, 50 members watch all the 3 games. I want you guys to start with this. 50 members like all the 3 games. Just to make our work easier, let me do one thing now. Just to make a communication easy, let me do one thing. Let it be A. Let it be B. Let it be C. Let it be D. Let it be E. Let it be F. Let it be G. And let it be N. Now, I am expecting you guys to guide me in this regard. I'll read the given sentences. You should tell me where to write and which number. To solve this, I want you to start with this one. 50 members watch all the 3 games. 50 members watch all the 3 games. So which alphabet should I pick now? Thank you, guys. So it should be E. So 50 members watch all the 3 games. So E should be 50. Good. Then 200 members watch both cricket and football. 200 members watch cricket and football. It means that B plus E. So this is cricket and football. B plus E is equal to 200. I know the value of E, that's given as 50. So what will be the value of B now? What will be the value of B? 150. Wonderful. 150. Now, from this condition, 200 watch both football and hockey. 200 watch both football and hockey. From this one, can you guys help me finding out the value of F? 200 watch football and hockey. So what should be the value of F? Wonderful, guys. 150. So E plus F is equal to 200. I know that E is 50. So F has to be 150. Now, the next condition says that 250 members watch both cricket and hockey. So E plus D is equal to 250. I know that E is 50. So D should be 200. Wonderful. Now, can you guys help me finding out the value of A? Can you guys write it in the chat box? What should be the value of A now? I know that A plus B plus E plus D is 600. So Robert said that A is 200. Karma said that A is 200. Very good. So A. So sum of these four values should give you 600. 150 plus 50 plus 200 is 400. So A should be 200. Wonderful. Thank you guys. Now, can you guys help me finding out the value of C? What is the value of C now? Ubanga said 150, PG said 150, Robert said 150, Mohammed said 150, Godson said 150. Wonderful guys. So 150 plus 50, 200, 200 plus 150, 350. So C should be 150. Wonderful. Wonderful response from you guys. Keep going. What should be the value of G now? I know that hockey is 400. Robert said that G is 0. I think Robert is very confident. Visa said 0. Godson said 0. Aman said 0. PG said 0. Yes, it's 0. We need to understand one thing. We have to remember one thing here. This value should not go less than 0. Here, this value should not go less than 0. So 0 is the minimum possible value. Wonderful. So G is 0. Now, can you guys help me finding out the value of N? What should be the value of N now? Robert said N is 100. I understood one thing, that Robert is really very much comfortable with calculations. He's doing good. Karmadorji said 100. Wonderful. So sum of all these things, I mean, A plus, B plus, C plus, D plus, E plus, F plus, G plus, N should give you 1000. That's mu. Clear? Now, sum of all these things gives you 900. So N should be 100. By adding all these things, you will get 900. When subtracted from 1000, you will get 100. So N equal to 100. Now, let's answer questions based on this. Let me show you questions now. We have 5 questions here. Let's work on these 5. I think you guys are ready to answer these things. When you write your answer, make sure that you write the question number also. I know that you guys can give me the correct answer, but along with your answer, I'm expecting you guys to write the question number as well. Wonderful, guys. Exactly 2 games. Exactly 2 games is 500. Wonderful. So exactly 2 games is nothing but B plus E plus, sorry, let me erase this. Yes. So exactly 2 games is B plus F plus D. So B plus F plus D. That's 150 plus 200 plus 150. That gives you 500. Second one. What is the second question now? Cricket or hockey? Or is union? Or is union? Can you guys answer this question? Can you guys tell me the answer? Answer for the second one. Cricket or hockey? I think 200 is not the correct answer. What is the difference between second question and the third one? Have you noticed any difference between the second and the third ones? cricket or hockey, cricket and hockey. Or is union and is intersection. Or is union and is intersection. Cricket or hockey is, let me pick another color now. Yes. Now, cricket or hockey. So this is cricket or hockey. I want you to add all the numbers which are present in the highlighted yellow circles. So 200 plus 150 plus 200 plus 50 plus 150 plus 0. Sum of all these things gives you cricket or hockey. What is the value? 750. Wonderful. Or is union and is intersection. Cricket and hockey. Can you guys answer this now? Cricket and hockey that's present in the given question. 200. Good. Is it 200 or 250? The question is about cricket and hockey. Is it 200 or 250? Yes. That's given here. 200 members watch both. 250 members watch cricket and hockey. That's given here. 250 members watch both cricket and hockey. That's given in the question. So your answer will be 250. Now, exactly one game. Exactly one game. A plus C plus G. A plus C plus G. Sum of these three things gives you exactly one game. Wonderful. 350. 350 is the correct answer. So many of you guys have chosen this. Now, the next one, none of the games. None of the games. 100. Wonderful. Really good. Now, let us do one thing. I will add some more questions here. Let me add one more question, and I'm expecting you guys to solve it. Let me add another question here. Let it be the sixth one. Cricket or football? Cricket or football, but not hockey. This is the question. You need to find number of students who like cricket or football, but not hockey. I'll really feel very happy if you guys can answer this before I explain you. Robert did it. Very good. Sandhya said that it's 500. PG said that it's 500. Guys, I missed some of your names here. People answered it correct, 500. Wonderful. Good. 500 is the correct answer. Now, cricket or football. So guys, this is cricket or football. But you are given that hockey should not be included into this. So we have to leave this part. then you are left with three numbers there. Those three numbers are 200, 150, 150. Sum of these three gives your answer. Cricket or football, but not hockey. So your answer will be 500. Good. Let us move on to the next one now. Guys, this is your question. You are given 5 questions based on this set. Sorry, guys, just give me a minute. Venn diagram should be given. Yes. Is it fine now? Are you guys able to see the Venn diagram now? Yes, yes, yes. Good. But to make our communication easy, I have chosen 3 alphabet here, A, B, and C. Good. So I'm expecting you guys to find the values of A, B, and C first. Some of you guys have written here the values of A, B, and C? Good. And some of you got the answer for all the given 5 questions. Robert, is my voice audible? Are you able to hear me? One of your friends said my voice is not clear. Good. Thank you, Robert. So I understood that the problem is not from my end now. Yes. Now, let's work on this. The Venn diagram given below has the information about number of persons speaking 3 different languages: Hindi, English, and French. How many persons speak only French? In order to find this, we have to get to know the value of C. Let's work on this first. In order to find the value of C, now I know that 120 plus 30 plus 10 plus A, sum of these 4 should give you 190. 120 plus 30 is 150. 150 plus 10, 160. So the value of A should be 30. Now, let us try to find the value of B. 30 plus 10 plus 140. 30 plus 10, 40. 40 plus 140, 180. Some of these things should give you 220. So the value of B should be 40. Now, what should be the value of C? 30 plus 40, 70 plus 10, 80. But in total, it's 200. 200 minus 80, that gives you 120. Now, I got the values of A, B, and C. So now I can answer all the questions based on this set. Let's work on these things now. How many persons speak only French? How many persons speak only French? Guys, what's your answer? Wonderful. 120. How many persons speak only English and French? What's your answer for the second one? How many persons speak only English and French? English and French is 40. Only English and French is 30. So answer for the second one is 30. I think you guys got confused between and or. If it's and, that's a common area that talks about the common area. If it's or, you have to consider the whole thing. Then let's look at the third question. How many persons speak both Hindi and French? Hindi and French. Now, Hindi and French is 50. Here 40 members speak only Hindi and French. 10 members speak all the given 3. So Hindi and French is sum of these two, that's 50. Now, let us look at the fourth question. How many persons cannot speak any of these 3 languages? How many members cannot speak any of these 3 languages? See, for this question, we cannot answer this. Your answer should be cannot be determined, as required information is not given. Clear? Are you given total number of students or total number of persons in the locality? Good. Value of n is not given. You should be given either the value of n, you should be given either the value of mu. So without knowing any of these 2 things, we cannot answer this question. Clear? Now, let us look at the fifth one. So answer for the fourth one is cannot be determined. How many persons can speak only one language? You guys can definitely answer this. How many persons can speak only one language? Wonderful. That's 120 plus 140 plus 120 again. 120 is only English. 140 is only Hindi. Again 120, that's only French. Sum of these 3 gives your answer. 240 plus 140, that's 380. Good. Guys, that brings me to the next question up. Ali, which question you are talking about? You are talking about the third one. Sure, guys. Guys, with your permission, I am taking you guys to the previous question. As one of your friends asked me to explain the previous one. Guys, I'm taking you all to the previous slide. Yes. Ali, you asked me about the third question, right? Are you active? Yes. Listen to me carefully now. How many persons speak Hindi and French? How many persons speak Hindi and French? See, Hindi is represented by this circle. French is represented by this circle. We need to find the common area for these two circles. So in order to highlight this, let me pick another color. Now, how many persons speak both Hindi and French? So this is the common area for these two sets. Do you agree? Ali, am I clear? Yes. Yes. So your answer should be sum of these two. 10 plus 40. That gives you 50. So if you confirm in this regard, we will move on to the next slide. If you have a doubt, I'm ready to explain you again. Yes, end means intersection. Intersection is the common area. The area which includes in both the given circles. Is that fine? Or is union? Union is the whole thing. If it's about Hindi or French, you have to consider this. Good. Thank you. Guys, this is your one now. This is your question. Sorry, guys, many of you started working on this. I've taken you to the previous slide. I think this is the easiest question among all. Okay, sure. I'll do that. So one of your friends asked me, he said that these letters are not visible, which are present in the Venn diagram. This is T, this is U, this is R, this is P, this is Q, and this is S. Is that fine now, dear? Yes. In the following diagram, triangle represents doctors. Square represents singers. Circle represents persons living in villages. Now, let us look at the first one. Singers who are doctors and living in villages are represented by. So singers. So we should look at the rectangle first. Sorry, the square first. It doesn't make any difference in this sense. Singers is about the square. Who are doctors? So that should be the common area for these two things, square and the given triangle. So singers who are doctors and living in villages. So it should be the common area for all the given three. That's Q. So if you look at Q, Q represents people who live in villages as well as doctors as well as singers. Good. Let us look at the second one. Doctors who are singers and living in cities. Doctors who are singers and living in cities. How should we understand this? So people who are not living in villages. So circle should not be included into this. So circle should not be included into this, but there should be a common area for the remaining two sets, doctors and singers. So what will be your answer now? Wonderful. It's R. Let us look at the third question, guys. Singers who are neither doctors nor villagers. Singers. So element should belong to the square, but that's about singers, element should belong to square, but doctors and villagers should not be included into that. So it's about only singers. How many are only singers? P. Wonderful. Let us look at the fourth one. People who live in villages but are not singers and who do not work as doctors. It means that only villagers. Your answer should be T. Singers living in villages, but not working as doctors. It should be an intersection for rectangle and circle, but triangle should not be included into this. What will be your answer? Wonderful. It says. It's correct. Now, guys, just give me a minute. Let me add one more slide here. Let us discuss some more questions. Yes. I'll give you some more questions now. Still, we have 13 minutes. So let's work on this. Now, I will randomly pick three parameters. I'll randomly pick three parameters. When these three are represented in a Venn diagram, how it would be. Example, just say for instance, world, Asia, India. Clear? When you try to put these three things, when you want to represent these three in a Venn diagram, India, Asia, world. Is that fine? So I will give you options now. Let me draw some figures here. Let it be a first option. Let it be a second option. Let it be a third option. Let it be a fourth option. Let it be a fifth option. Let it be a sixth option. You're given 6 options now. I'm least bothered about number of options present here. You have to pick the correct answer. You have to come up with the correct answer. I'll start writing questions here. Your first one. Your first question. Mango. Orange. Fruit. What will be your answer? Okay. Guys are saying the rate's 5. Wonderful. Then what is the outer circle? What is the outer circle? Is it mango, orange, or fruit? What is the outer circle? Fruit. Good. So your answer will be option number 5. Let me justify this. The outer circle is fruits, mango and orange. You will not observe any similarity or any common thing between these two. Mango is a fruit, orange is a fruit, but these two are different. Good. Answer for the first one is 5. Let me go with the second question now. I think you guys are ready. You understood how to answer these questions. My second question now. Mother, father, doctor. Mother, father, doctor. I'm eagerly waiting to know the funny answers now. One of your friends said 5, 6, 2, 3. 1 is not the correct answer. 3 is not the correct answer. 4 is not the correct answer. One of your friends said 6. I got confused with this. So are you saying that these two are mother and father? And who is this one? Is he the doctor? I want you to understand one thing. You cannot find any the common area or the intersection for mother and father. I mean, a person can be a mother, a person can be a father, but definitely not both. Clear? You guys need to understand this. So answer definitely is not the 6th one. Answer for this second question will be option number 2. Let me justify this. I want you all to understand this. The middle circle is doctor. Let it be mother. And let this circle be father. Listen to me carefully, guys. This is the area which represents people who are mothers, but not doctors. People who are mothers, but not doctors. And this is the area which is people who are mothers as well as doctors. People who are mothers as well as doctors. And this is the area which represents people who are doctors, but not mothers and not fathers. Clear? People who are doctors, and these doctors are not mothers, these doctors are not fathers. And this is the area which represents people who are doctors and fathers. People who are doctors and fathers. And this is the area which represents people who are fathers, but not doctors. Good. Now my third question. Odd numbers, squares, cubes. Odd numbers, squares, cubes. People are saying that it's 3. You guys are really good. Now, let me draw a Venn diagram here. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Let me write odd numbers here. Let it be squares. Let it be cubes. Now, I will represent the area with a highlighter. You guys need to justify this. As you guys said, the answer is third option. You guys should tell me proper examples here. Can you tell me any example which fits here? Numbers which are odd numbers. Tell me an odd number. That particular odd number should not be a square. It should not be a cube. Wonderful. 7, 3. Agreed. It can be 7. It can be 3. See, Mohammed, it should not be 1. Ali said 1. It should not be 1. Yes. There are plenty and plenty of numbers which are not squares, which are not cubes, but definitely those numbers are odd numbers. Wonderful. Now, can you guys tell me an example here? A number which is an odd number. A number should be an odd number. That particular number should be a square, but it should not be a cube. Robert said 9. Wonderful, Robert. 25. One of your friends said 25. Yes, both are correct. It can be 9, it can be 25. 9 is an odd number, 9 is a square, but 9 is not a cube. Now, can you tell me a number which justifies this area now? A number which should be a square, which should not be an odd number, which should not be a cube. Karma Chaudhan said 4. Robert said 4. Very good. 4. Now 4 is a square. 4 is not an odd number. 4 is not a cube. Good. You guys are really good. Now, let me highlight this area. Can you guys tell me an example? The given number should be an odd number. It should be a cube, but it should not be a square. An odd number, which is a cube, but not a square. Guys are saying that it's 27. Agreed. 27 is an odd number. 27 is a cube, but it's not a square. Now, can you guys tell me an example here? A number which is a cube. It should not be a square. It should not be an odd number. A number which is a cube, which should not be an odd number, which should not be a square. Karma Chaudhan said 8. One of your friends said 64. 64 is not the answer this time. The reason, 64 is a square as well. 64 is a cube and it's a square as well. Now, can you guys tell me a number which should fit here? A number which is a square, which should be a cube as well. Square and cube, but it should not be an odd number. Wonderful. Now it's 64. Really good. 64 is a square, 64 is a cube, but 64 is not an odd number. Now, can you guys tell me an example which fits here? An odd number, the given number should be a square, given number should be a cube as well. A number should be an odd number, number should be a square, number should be a cube. 81 is not a cube here. 99 is not square, 99 is not a cube. 27 is not the answer, 25 is not the answer. See guys, I'll write the number here. It's 1. Do you guys agree? Yes. 1 is an odd number, 1 is a square, 1 is a cube. Yes, that's how it works. Let me give you another question now. Physics, science, history. What will be your answer? Six. Wonderful. So physics is a subset of science. The outer circle, if this is science, the inner circle should be physics, and this one should be history. Good. So guys, that's all for today. Thank you guys. Thank you one and all for your active participation.